Isn't that so nice? Good afternoon. I am Christopher Carpenter, Stephen Scharf Dean. It is my honor to welcome you to the commencement ceremony of Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine. I said I'm welcoming you to your commencement ceremony. Let's hear it. I also welcome those who are streaming the event live from all parts of the world today so that they could be present in this special event in the lives of our class of 2026. Before we start this ceremony, we have some logistical matters to address. For our ceremony to proceed in an orderly manner and to provide all members of the audience with as clear a view as possible, we ask family and friends of the graduates who are taking photographs to please keep the aisles clear. We have several professional photographers taking pictures of the graduates here today. Now at this time, please all stand. You're already standing, so we're good there. For the national anthem performed by our Associate Director of Financial Services, Gregory Ash. Greg?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Thank you, Greg. That was beautiful. Everyone, please be seated. I would like to recognize our graduate who will be caring for patients while serving in the military. Brian Nort, would you please stand and remain standing? Brian was promoted to captain in the United States Army and actually was pinned by his father yesterday. Please join me in recognizing his commitment to service. Thank you, Brian. At this time, I would like to introduce members of the platform party. I ask that each of you rise and remain standing until all members of the platform have been introduced. I ask that the audience please hold your applause until all have been recognized. So let's begin. Standing to my far right from Oakland University, the Vice Provost for Academic Operations, Amy Baines-Perselli. Vice Provost for Academic Affairs and Senior Associate Dean for Preclinical Faculty, Dr. Nivedita Mukherjee. Vice President for University Advancement, Mike Westfall. Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Chris Pilsner. Senior Vice President for Finance and Administration, Steve Mackey. Chief Information Officer, Bhavani Kunaru. Vice President for Government and Community Relations, Rochelle Black. And Oakland University Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Amy Thompson. Continuing to my immediate left are Oakland University President, Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz. Our keynote speaker, Chief Executive Officer of the American Medical Association, Dr. John White. Corewell Health East President, Lamont Yoder. Corewell Health East Chief Medical Officer, Peter Charvat. Cornwall Health East Group Medical Group President, Dr. Costa Andro, Cornwall Health William Beaumont University Hospital Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sam Bauer, Vice President for Graduate Medical Education, Dr. Ryan Fringer, Cornwall Health William Beaumont University President, University Hospital President, Dr. Daniel Carey, and it brings me great pleasure to welcome retired Dean Emeritus of OUWB, Dr. Dwayne Meswa. And our alumna from the class of 2020, Dr. Allison Thomas. In the next row are the Associate, Assistant, and Vice Deans of OUWB, as well as my peers, the Deans of the Oakland University Schools and Colleges. I ask that all of you please rise together and as a group remain standing. Seated in the rows behind them are the chairs for Cornwall Health Clinical Departments and our OUWB Department of Foundational Medical Studies. Please also stand. This is our platform party. Thank you all for being here today. You may be seated. Now I want to turn our attention to the main floor here, where I'd like to welcome Oakland University Vice President of Communications, John Young, President of Cornwall Health Foundation of Southeast Michigan, Ryan Daly, and Chair of the OUWB Dean's Advisory Board, David Gray, Dr. David Gray. We also have some very special friends of OUWB who have joined us today. We are sincerely grateful for their continued generosity and for the life-changing scholarships which they have established, which empower our students through their medical school journey. Please welcome Dick Amaker, and watching us on live stream are Christine and Thomas Dearlove. I conclude our introductions. I ask our standardized patients who provide our students with realistic patient interactions in our Clinical Skills Training Center to please rise. Thank you all for being here, and please be seated. It is now my privilege to introduce our first speaker, the President of Oakland University, Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz. Dr. Peskovitz is a renowned pediatric endocrinologist whose distinguished career includes leadership positions in medical research, academia, including at the University of Michigan, and in business at Eli Lilly and Company. Since 2017, she has been at the helm of Oakland University and a faculty member of OUWB. Today, she will also be conferring the medical degrees of our graduates. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Ora Hirsch-Peskovitz.
Well, thank you so much, Dean Carpenter. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm just so thrilled to be able to welcome all of our graduates, all of their family and friends, and of course, our faculty and the staff to this very, very special occasion. So let me start with heartfelt congratulations to all of you, our amazing graduates. You know, I realize that today marks the culmination of years of hard work and rigorous study. And it is your discipline, your perseverance, and yes, your many early mornings and late nights that have brought you to this moment. And I want you to know that we are just so incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished. Now, some of you might know that I graduated from medical school just a few years ago with Dr. White's colleague. And when I graduated from medical school, I was preparing to begin my own residency just like you. I was going to a new city. I had new responsibilities. I knew that I would be meeting new colleagues, hopefully making new friends. I was starting a new marriage. And I remember feeling both incredible exhilaration, but also, admittedly, a bit of trepidation. And I wondered, would I be ready? And more importantly, I asked myself, would I be a good doctor? And I imagine that some of you might be asking yourselves some of the same questions. You know, I think that those kind of feelings are really natural for moments like this, moments of transition. In fact, I would say that they reflect the humility and the sense of purpose that will serve you well as future outstanding physicians. So I thought today I'd leave you with just 2 thoughts, and they are these. First, remember that you've already proven a lot here at OUWB. Remember the knowledge and the skills that you've gained, the resilience and the discipline that you've demonstrated, and the care and the compassion that you've shown. Remember, too, what was already within you when you began this journey. You had a desire to serve others, and you had a commitment to the principles and the practice of medicine. So, have confidence in who you are, and have confidence in what you've already achieved, but also have some humility about what this noble and sacred profession will teach you. And remember that you received unique training here. And one of the things I like to say is that it's so important that you become comfortable with the uncomfortable so that you can bring comfort to others. My second thought is this one. Remember that you enter the medical profession now on the shoulders of others, those who came before you, many of your faculty and staff who trained you. So honor that tradition and develop something that I call the mentor quilt. Throughout your career, I know that you will meet remarkable people. People who have different experiences, they have different strengths, and they will have different perspectives. And there's no one person who will be a perfect mentor to you, who will have all the wisdom that you will need. I learned this during my own training. And at that time, unlike today, there were very few women who graduated from medical school. And so there were few mentors for me who had achieved both the personal and the professional objectives that I wanted to pursue. And so instead, I created a patchwork of mentors, individuals from a range of careers and different experiences who collectively guided me, challenged me, encouraged me, and steadied me throughout my life journey. And that's why I had such a varied career. And today, I'm a mentor to many. But today, I still acquire new mentors, and I've never discarded any of the old ones. And I have this warm, wonderful quilt, and I still wrap myself in this large, warm quilt, and I feel secure and grateful every time I take on a new adventure. So for you, I know that there will be many new challenges and grand opportunities that lie ahead. And I encourage you to build your own mentor quilt to guide you and to nurture you along your way. So graduates, I believe that if you carry these lessons forward, confidence that's grounded in humility and openness to the wisdom of others, you'll be more than ready for what lies ahead. Your patients and your communities will be counting on you, and I know you will answer the call to serve with compassion, with excellence, and with professionalism. And please know that we here at OUWB are just so very proud of you. May you remember your days here at Oakland and OUWB fondly, and may you always carry this community with you wherever your path may lead. Congratulations, graduates. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, President Peskovitz. I'm now excited to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Dr. John White, CEO and Executive Vice President of the American Medical Association, our nation's largest physician organization. Dr. White is a board-certified internist who received his medical degree at Hahnemann University and completed his residency at Duke University. Before he took his current position with the AMA, Dr. White served as Chief Medical Officer at WebMD, where he positioned the company at the forefront of digital health innovation and helped connect consumers directly to care. Dr. White has also served in leadership roles at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, as well as the Discovery Channel. In addition to being an accomplished physician leader in healthcare delivery and regulation, Dr. White has authored 5 best-selling books, presented TED Talks, and is often named one of the top 20 health influencers. I'm proud to also share that Dr. White and I trained together during our residency at Duke. It is my great pleasure to welcome Dr. John White.
Well, thank you for that kind introduction. President Peskovitz, my good friend, Dean Chris Carpenter, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the 2026 graduating class of the Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine. Congratulations. It really is my honor to be with you on this special day, the culmination of years of study. Long hours in clinics, hospitals, the labs. Nights you thought you wouldn't make it through. Patients you'll never forget. Moments you might have questioned whether you belonged here at all. And now, this moment, you are doctors. You deserve it. Medicine is often described as a calling, but no one answers that call alone. So it's important to acknowledge the people who helped you get here, many of whom are with you here today. The family, the roommates, the partners who stood by you even when your schedule made that difficult. The mentors who pushed you when you needed it and encouraged you in moments of doubt. Now is their moment as well, and we need to give them a round of applause as well. Now, like a good student, I've done my homework on OUWB, and it's great to hear that every one of you has matched in your chosen specialty after graduation today. That really is amazing, so congratulations. I hear you have a famous alumnus, Dr. Harimal Gill, who charmed America on Love is Blind, and now my Instagram feed is filled with many of those clips. But I was particularly intrigued to learn that your university motto, taken from the pages of Dante's Inferno, echoes Ulysses' famous call for his men to seek virtue and knowledge beyond the known world. That sounds like a physician's calling, doesn't it? Seek virtue and knowledge. Pursue scientific discoveries. Push the boundaries of what is known. This is what you all are trained to do. And yet, Dante places Ulysses in hell for this boastful call. And why is that? It's not because he sought knowledge. It's because he called upon his men to pursue it without limits, without humility, without fully considering the consequences on others. And this tension has always existed in medicine, but it's more profound today than any time I can remember. You are entering medicine at a time when the ability to push boundaries has never been greater. Artificial intelligence, gene editing, predictive analytics, data from devices that we wear every day. You will know more, predict more, and do more than any other generation of medical students in history. The critical question is not whether you can push forward. The question for your generation of physicians and scientists is when you should and when you shouldn't. Your degree and your training gives you knowledge, but your character and your virtue will determine how you use it. Because the future of medicine, it will be powered by technology. But I would argue it'll be defined by your humanity. What does it mean to be a physician in this age of AI and advanced technology? I'll tell you. Now, early in my career, along with Dean Carpenter, I can remember patients coming in to see me with stacks of printouts from the internet. Patients don't do that today. Rather, they bring in dashboards. They bring in their wearable data. They bring in AI-generated summaries of their symptoms and tell me what they have. So the tools have changed dramatically. But what patients need from their physician has not. A doctor who listens, who understands, who cares. These are the building blocks of good medical practice, and they're more powerful than even the most advanced technology. So after 25 years of clinical practice, I want to share with you 5 things I wish I had understood sooner about medicine. They took me years to learn them, and even longer to understand how deeply they are connected. I offer them not as rules, but as companions for the road ahead. And first, one of the most important tools you carry from this day forward is not just your clinical excellence, it's your voice. And the truth is, healthcare is changing too fast for silence. We need to hear from you now. You're the first generation of physicians trained in an era where AI is real, where care begins at home, where patients walk in with data from their wrist and their fingers, but where trust in institutions is fragile. You see things differently than I do because your training has been different. Your childhoods were shaped by these extraordinary technologies. That perspective is an asset. So speak up, ask uncomfortable questions, and don't be afraid to use your voice. That's why you have it, and it's more important than ever. Second, you don't have to have all the answers, but you do have to be honest. Early in my career, I thought confidence meant certainty. It doesn't. Medicine is full of ambiguity. There will be times when you don't know what's going on. You should say so. Patients don't expect perfection. They expect integrity. I don't know, but I'll find out builds more trust than false reassurances ever will. Third, and this might even be the most important, take care of yourself like it's part of your job, because it is. You will give so much of yourself to others that it becomes easy to forget that you are also human. And let me tell you, burnout doesn't arrive all at once. It accumulates quietly. So protect your time, protect your relationships, and focus on your health. Trust me, there is always more work. Always. The trick is learning when enough for today is actually enough. Fourth, medicine is a team sport. Learn to value every voice. Some of the most important things I've learned have not come from textbooks or senior physicians, but from nurses, technicians, therapists, and patients themselves. Respect the people you work with. Listen to them. The best outcomes come from collaboration, not hierarchy. Unfortunately, that's not always the approach in medicine, so we need to change that. And finally, and this sometimes can be hard to listen to early on, but you will not save everyone, but you can always help. It's one of the hardest things to accept, especially early in your career. Despite your best efforts, there will be loss. There will be moments when medicine reaches its limits. But even then, your presence matters. Sitting with the patient, supporting the family, easing suffering. Healing is not always curing, and your role extends beyond the boundaries of disease. Everyone who enters medicine has his or her own definition of success. Titles, publications, positions, prominence. But more than 100 years ago, Sir William Osler, one of the most famous physicians and really the pioneer of modern medical education, summed it up this way by a gathering to medical students. And what he said was this: we are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we can from life. And the simple sentence carries a lifetime of meaning for a physician. Medicine will ask a lot from you, but medicine also gives you something very few professions can offer: the chance every single day to add to someone's life. And if you focus on that, if you make that your definition of success, you will not only build a career, you will build a life that matters. So, for today's graduates, families, and friends, congratulations. This is your day. Be curious, be compassionate, be courageous, but also humble in your search for virtue and knowledge. But above all, protect what you brought here today, because the world doesn't just need more physicians. It needs physicians who remember why they started their journey. So graduates, doctors, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. White, for inspiring our graduates and everyone else. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Berkeley Brown Holtz, Associate Dean of Student Affairs, to address the class of 2026. In a few minutes, she will also preside over the presentation of diplomas and the ceremonial hooding of our graduates.
Well, hello, graduates. Today, I'm truly honored to help celebrate not only this incredible academic milestone, but also the way you've reached it. What stands out to me most about your class, who I've gotten to know very well, is not just how smart or how accomplished you are, although you are definitely both of those things. It's how you've chosen to show up for one another, all along the way. Over the past few years, I've had a front row seat to watch you grow into physicians who lead with kindness, who recognize the value of collaboration, and understand that nobody does this work alone. Your class built a culture where supporting each other is the norm, not the exception. Sharing knowledge, lifting one another up, and stepping in when someone needed help became part of who you are. You've also paired that collaborative spirit with something equally powerful. You have, as a class, a deep commitment to hard work and being grounded in humility. You've pushed yourselves, and you've achieved at an extraordinarily high level. And through it all, you've stayed grounded. You've focused not so much on the recognition, but on growth, on learning, and on becoming better every single day for your patients. As I was preparing for today, I kept coming back to a phrase that I think captures your class well, and that phrase was quiet excellence. And I say quiet not because your accomplishments are small. They are anything but small, trust me. But it's because of the way you've carried them. Again, with humility, with generosity, and with a deep respect for the people around you. Whether you were studying late together, checking in on a classmate who was struggling, showing up fully for your patients, or putting in the steady, unglamorous work of being an excellent medical student night after night. You showed all of us what it looks like to pursue excellence while staying focused on what matters most. You, as a class, are a powerful reminder that the best physicians are not only skilled, but they're compassionate, they listen, they collaborate, and they continue to learn. So before you go, let me offer one final thought. We'll call it one final advising appointment, if you will. As you move into residency and beyond in your careers, you're going to be in environments that are, of course, fast-paced, high pressure, and demanding. In those moments, you're also probably going to be tempted to believe that you have to choose between being as efficient as possible and being thoughtful, between being confident and being humble. But here's the thing, and here's what I know about your class. You've already proven that you don't have to choose the either or. You can work hard and remain grounded. You can lead and still listen. You can excel the way you always have and bring others along with you. And your patients, of course, will need your intelligence and they're going to need your work ethic. Just as much, though, they're going to need your kindness, your humility, and your commitment to showing up for others. So with that, go forward with confidence. Keep supporting one another. Keep learning. Hold on to the values that have defined you as a class and have made such a powerful impact on OUWB. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are so proud of you. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Carpenter back to the stage.
Thank you, Dr. Brown-Holtz. Now it's for audience participation time. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine please rise? That's you guys. President Peskovitz, on behalf of the faculty of Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine, I would like to present to you the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. President Peskovitz.
Thank you so much, Dean Carpenter. Well, upon the nomination of the faculty of Oakland University and Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine, and by the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Board of Trustees and delegated to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Congratulations. And now I will invite Dr. Brown-Holtz back to the podium.
So now I would like to ask Dr. Matthew Dennenberg and his group to please make your way to the stage. I also invite to the stage Dr. David Thomas, Associate Dean for Preclinical Education, and Dr. Pierre Morris, Associate Dean for Clinical Education. Dr. Thomas and Dr. Morris will be assisting with the hooding today. While the group is making their way up here, I thought I would take a moment to explain why we have physician mentors assisting students with their hoods. These physicians have played an important role in mentoring and supporting their group of students over the past 4 years. The mentors helped the students don their first white coats. They read monthly reflections. They met regularly with their students. They listened to the students as they expressed concerns, frustrations, and celebrated all their successes. So on behalf of all the students, we would like to thank our physician mentors for all they've done for the class of 2026. In addition to the hood that each graduate is about to receive, you will notice some of them are wearing honor cords. The graduates wearing the green and white cords have been inducted into the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society. The AOA recognizes exemplary leadership, character, service, and professionalism demonstrated by individuals who are also in the top 25% of their class academically. The graduates who are wearing gold cords were nominated by their peers for induction into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. It recognizes those who are considered exemplars of compassionate patient care. They are role models, mentors, and leaders in the practice of humanism in medicine. Those wearing purple and silver cords receive the OUWB Compass Service Honors. It recognizes students who completed at least 150 hours of community service throughout their time at OUWB. And collectively, the class of 2026 has established a school record by completing 14,000 hours of service over their 4 years here. As the names of our graduates are called for their diplomas and ceremonial hooding, please hold your applause until the last student receives their diploma. At that time, we will recognize all of the students. Dr. Cameron Cather. Dr. Matthew Cederman. Dr. Jessica Renee Cummings. Dr. Andrew Eibling. Dr. Ethan Dimmock. Ethan's father-in-law, Dr. Fawaz Haddad, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Caitlin Duong. Dr. Ava Christine Harvey. Dr. Lydia Kim. Dr. Nandita Krishna. Dr. Kellen Martin. Dr. Mohammed Hossein Mohammed Zada. Dr. Nagin Motashemian. Dr. Frasilda Pushani Simone. Dr. Evan Sangster. Dr. Dina Sukan. Dr. Jacqueline Talbot. Dr. Lauren Elizabeth Troppins. Dr. Colin Van Wagner. Colin's father, Dr. Scott Van Wagner, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Mark Witten. I'd like to ask Dr. Carmen DeMarco and her group to please approach the stage. Dr. Hashim Aslam. Dr. Ria Chabra. Dr. Paola Chubchian. Dr. Matthew Hellu. Dr. Maya Dean Girardi. Dr. Brandon Jiu Kim. Dr. Nora Laban. Dr. Dylan Moran. Dr. Hoon Oh. Dr. Caitlin Paez. Caitlin's father, Dr. Jorge Paez, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Morgan Porter. Dr. Revati Rashinkar. Dr. Christine Ruskowski. Dr. Joseph Anthony Solomon. Joseph's fiance, Dr. Caitlin Paez, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. DePauli Taylor. Dr. Ryan Wagoner. I'd like to ask Dr. Abdul Effendi and his group to please approach the stage. Dr. Caitlin Butson. Dr. Brody Dams. Dr. Elena Gezzi. Dr. Matthew Granzato. Dr. Aruj Imran. Dr. Silvana Eskandar. Dr. Claire Kopacek. Claire's mother, Dr. Annette Kopacek, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Vincent Lay. Dr. Grace Lee. Dr. Amy Lynn. Dr. Batul Mazrani. Dr. Doria Faith Morante. Dr. Chloe Nazir. Dr. Huda Rabbani. Dr. Mara Saad. Dr. Talon Shumway. Talon's father-in-law, Dr. Terry Farrell, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Christine Simon. Christine's mother, Dr. Maria Samuel, is assisting with the hooding. I'd like to ask Dr. Eugen O and his group to please approach the stage. Dr. Reba Aldair. Reba's mother, Dr. Edith Hogan, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Wissam Al-Masri. Dr. Tristan Atisha. Tristan's brother, Dr. Tyler Atisha, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Forrest Bowler. Forrest's father, Dr. David Bowler, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Jack Dryden. Jack's father, Dr. Brent Dryden, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Lindsay Gallagher. Lindsay's father, Dr. Michael Gallagher, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Haydar Hojaj. Dr. Nidhi Navratna. Dr. Jessica No. Dr. Nilesh Padireddy. Nilesh's father, Dr. Ravi Kumar Padireddy, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Lauren Fung. Dr. Nupur Ranganathan. Dr. Kiara Sosa. Dr. Nolan Wilkerson. Nolan's father, Dr. Daniel Wilkerson, is assisting with the hooding. I would like to ask Dr. Anuradha Prasad's group to please approach the stage. Unfortunately, Dr. Prasad was unable to be here today, so Dr. Varsha Karamchandani, PRISM Course Director, is taking her place. Dr. Nikhil Agarwal. Nikhil's mother-in-law, Dr. Anitha Vijayan, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Imran Bittar. Dr. Megan Blaze. Dr. Brenda Bordis. Dr. Caitlin Rose Cadwalder. Dr. Jacob Coleman. Jacob's father, Dr. Lance Coleman, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Erica Kirka. Dr. Felipe Guerrero. Dr. Elise Haddad. Elise's father, Dr. Fawaz Haddad, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Joel Karsten. Dr. Min Young Kim. Dr. Alexis Lungin. Alexis's husband, Dr. Taylor Lungin, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Navya Molaji. Dr. Mame Ajewa Obeng. Dr. Diana Abir Ramo. Dr. Giuliano Romano. Dr. Claire Wang. Dr. Mazen Zamzam. I would like to ask Dr. Sindhu Ramesh's group to please approach the stage. Dr. Noah Adams. Noah's father, Dr. John Adams, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Corinne Bowditch. Dr. Doon Chauhan. Dr. Anna Heath. Dr. Felicia Fong. Dr. Austin Johnson. Dr. Max Xiaoyun Huang. Dr. Sabrina Lee. Dr. Vicky Kim Liu. Dr. Reva Masthi. Reva's mother, Dr. Sarala Masthi, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Harrison Moses. Dr. Derek Neem. Dr. Brian Nort. Dr. Jude Obry. Jude's father, Dr. Tawfik Obry, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Nicholas Petrikowski. Nicholas's brother, Dr. John Paul Petrikowski, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Keaton Schmitz. Dr. Cindy Tran. Dr. Ryan Victor Joseph. I would like to ask Dr. Basil Salman and his group to please approach the stage. Dr. Hannah Ayar. Dr. Jade Ayers. Dr. Maggie Bailey. Dr. Joe Deeb. Dr. Alex Thomas Dunn. Dr. Nathan Huang. Nathan's father, Dr. Wenton Huang, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Jacqueline Ann Kraft. Dr. Madison McClune. Dr. Tenaz Norouzi. Dr. Manasa Shreya Pavaluri. Manasa's uncle, Dr. Sriram Gunalageda, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Yasmin Pilgren. Yasmin's father, Dr. Eric Pilgren, is assisting with the hooding. Dr. Caitlin Quach. Dr. Inderjeet Kaur Sahota. Dr. Christian J. Santiago. Dr. Sahana Shankar. Dr. James Dr. David Walker. This concludes the hooding ceremony. Congratulations to our new physicians, the class of 2026. I now invite Dr. Nathan Huang, our class of 2026 student speaker, to the podium.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Dr. Brown-Holtz. Wow, so many of you in here. Wow. How's everybody doing today? You good? All right, good. It's been a long ceremony. We're almost done, so I promise I won't be offended if any of you guys scroll Instagram Reels during my speech, I promise. So, you'll be right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Nathan. Nathan to my friends. The best poker player in class, according to Matthew Hellu. It is true, by the way. And the best uncle in the world to my nephew sitting over there. It's an honor to represent the OUWB class of 2026. And like I said, I'm quite a bit nervous. There's more people than I thought there were going to be. They say when you're nervous speaking in public that you should imagine the audience naked. But after 4 years of medical school and me personally gaining over 40 pounds along the way, I think I might pass on that offer. So I was kind of told I have about 4 minutes for this speech, which is roughly around 15 Anki cards. So I promise I'll keep it short. I promise the speech won't feel as long as an MHCB lecture. Sorry, Dr. Wasserman and Dr. Brummett, if they're here. I don't know. They might be in Rochester already. So. And for those of you watching at home on YouTube, please feel free to drop any emoji you'd like. No emoji is banned. No emoji is off limits for this speech. So class of 2026, my classmates, those of you who are in the trenches with me, the ones who are with me shooting in the gym, as Rick Ross would say. We've been through a lot. Sleepless nights, patient simulations where your brain shuts off the second you touch the doorknob, and a concerning dependence on Celsius energy drinks. I know WeSound could be a sponsor, low-key. And I don't know if he's here today. Lectures where our favorite professor, Dr. Cortez, would keep teaching us the complement system by saying C3, B, 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 B. We also had to endure sitting in O'Dowd Hall while construction was so loud you couldn't hear a damn thing during lectures. But to be honest, it didn't really matter. We were all using third-party resources anyways. Sorry. We also showed up every single day, even though it was so cold here in Michigan. And I'm from Texas, so you know I love the heat. But I guess it's okay. The school gave us a warm blanket machine in the student lounge of the hospital to keep us warm, instead of the MBME exams that we wanted. And somehow, through all of it, we made it. 4 years gone. We went from struggling through the Krebs cycle for the 67th time as M1s. My nephews should be doing it right now. I don't see them. All right. To struggling to wake up before noon as M4s. We made it, and today is a celebration of that. As the saying goes, the days were long, but the years were short. And this really describes our medical school journey. The long days added up into real growth. We started with 2-hour lectures at 2x speed, most of the time not even knowing what we don't know. But then somewhere along the way, things changed. Medicine stopped becoming lectures and flashcards, and it soon became real. As soon as we stepped in the hospital, there were real patients, real responsibilities, and also there are real consequences as well. Those damn practice vignettes on UWorld, they did not matter anymore as soon as we stepped into the hospital. You remember that first patient who trusted you, the The first time somebody calls you doctor by accident, and your first thought was, no way in hell they mean me. I'm just a medical student in the back of the room. But they did. And in that moment, something shifted. We entered the big leagues now. And I don't have my degree here, but with this degree in our hands, we can really own that title now for sure. So we also learned how to function on no sleep, how to sit with patients on their worst days, and how to get grilled on rounds, completely whiff the answer, and still run it back like nothing happened. We learned how to fail and keep going. But most importantly, we learned how to lean on each other. We met people from all kinds of backgrounds, cultures, and perspectives. And through it all, classmates became colleagues, colleagues became lifelong friends, and some people put their med school tuition to good use and even found soulmates in med school. And to be honest, your boy was one of those lucky ones. I found mine too. He's sitting somewhere over there. I love you so much, Max Kwong. I'm just kidding, he's one of my best friends, so yeah. Although his speech is mostly about our class, we can't really forget to celebrate everybody here who got us here. Our families, our mentors, and yes, even our enemies, because nothing motivates you more than proving your haters wrong. They all shaped who we are today, but more importantly, who we are becoming, because we're not finished, not even close. The truth is, the hard part doesn't end here. There will be moments where we feel overwhelmed, uncertain, and even lost. Moments where we don't have the answer. Moments where we question if we're even enough. But think about everything we've already been through. All the construction and no doubt, everything. Every long night, every failure, and every time we thought we couldn't do it, but damn sure we did it anyways. We didn't get here by being perfect. We got here by showing up again and again and again. And if medical school taught us anything, it's that life will be like an Anki card. When you do something wrong, you don't just quit. You keep going again and again, again and again, until one day something clicks and you just do it good. Class of 2026, the days were long, but the years were short. Now let's keep showing up. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Huang, for sharing. I'm not quite sure what he shared, but I'll roll with it. I guess it's your medical school journey for the class of 2026. I didn't know it was a roast, but we're good. Our next speaker is actually from the class of 2020. She completed residency in obstetrics and gynecology at Corewell Health, William Beaumont University Hospital, where she continues to take care of patients, operate, and deliver babies. We are grateful that she remains engaged with us as a clinical instructor and through her role as president of the OUWB Alumni Board. Please join me in welcoming to the O-Arena stage, and this is a little foreshadowing, for the first time, Dr. Allison Thomas.
Thank you, Dr. Carpenter. Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly an honor to be here today as your alumni president, and even more special to welcome you as my colleagues. To the graduates, congratulations, doctors. And to your families, friends, and mentors, thank you. None of us get here alone, and today is just as much a celebration of all of your support as it is of their achievement. As I stand here today, I want to acknowledge something personal. When I graduated in 2020, I never got to sit where you're sitting now. There was no commencement, no moment like this. The world had shut down, and instead of celebrating, we stepped immediately into caring for patients during one of the most uncertain and vulnerable times in modern medicine. I remember being an intern in the ICU at the peak of COVID, notably an OBGYN intern. There were moments I felt completely overwhelmed, honestly even scared to be taking care of some of the sickest patients in the hospital. And at times I felt helpless. But I realized that even when I couldn't save a life, I could still make somebody feel human. Sometimes that meant helping a patient FaceTime their family when no one was allowed to visit. Sometimes it meant helping a nurse wash a patient's hair for the first time in weeks. Sometimes it was just sitting at the bedside and listening to their story, because in those moments, I wasn't just their doctor, I was their connection to the outside world. And that's when it became real for me, this responsibility that we carry, and this incredible privilege that we're given. That experience changed me in ways that I'll never forget. And very early in my career, I was faced with moments that reminded me exactly why I chose this path. Moments of fear, moments of uncertainty, but also deep human connection. And each of you will have a moment like that. A moment where everything becomes real. Where you realize this is not just a job, it's a calling. To me, that is what makes OUWB so special. OUWB doesn't just teach you how to diagnose and to treat, it teaches you how to care. It teaches you how to see the person behind the chart in a world where medicine is feeling so rushed and so transactional, at times disconnected. OUWB has trained you to slow down, to listen, and to connect, and to lead with empathy. And that is something that you must protect. Because very soon, you'll be busy, you'll be tired, you'll have long days, long nights, and lots of moments where you question yourself. Sometimes you might even question if it's okay to order Tylenol. Residency will challenge you in ways you cannot fully anticipate until you're there. But in those moments, I want you to remember why you chose this path, and to think back to all of the times that you've persevered and gotten this far when it felt like you couldn't keep going. Becoming a physician is not just a career, it is truly a vocation. You're stepping into people's lives at their most vulnerable moments. And every patient that you meet is not just a diagnosis, not just a task, not just a number. They're somebody's mom, they're somebody's dad, somebody's child, somebody's whole world. And while you might forget certain details over time, or you might not memorize their entire chart for morning rounds, your patient will never forget how you made them feel. The way you sit down, the way you listen, the way you take that extra moment to truly see them. Those small moments are not small to them. I want you to also take a moment right now and look around you. You're not just looking at your classmates, you're looking at your colleagues, your support system, your network. These are the physicians that you'll call when you need advice, the people that you trust with your patients, the ones that you refer to, collaborate with, and lean on throughout your career. I still talk to my core group of friends from med school almost every day. We have a group chat. We exchange stories, difficult cases, and sometimes just laugh on the hardest days. And in moments of exhaustion, those relationships have been everything because they really get it. So do not underestimate how important this community will be for you. And as you move forward, I challenge you to redefine what success in medicine looks like. Yes, it includes knowledge, skill, and efficiency, but it also includes compassion, presence, trust. Success is the patient who feels safe in your care, the family who feels heard, the moment that you choose connection even when it's hard. Most importantly, do not lose the version of yourself who started this journey, the one who cared deeply, the one who believed in the privilege of this profession. That is your greatest strength. Today, you're not only graduating, you're joining a lifelong community. And on the behalf of the OUWB Alumni Association, I am so proud to welcome you, class of 2026. You will always have a home here, a network that supports you, believes in you, and stands beside you as you grow, not just as physicians, but as people. So as you go forward in the busiest days, in the hardest moments, and in the time where you feel stretched thin, pause, even briefly, and remember what a privilege it is to be invited into somebody's most vulnerable moments. And remember the responsibility that comes with that. Be the physician that you would trust with the people you love the most, because one day somebody will trust you with theirs. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. All right, we're in the home stretch. Now, as your dean, and now your proud colleague, let me say congratulations to our newest doctors. As that sinks in, I'd like you to reflect back on the day you arrived at OUWB and why you belonged at our school. Certainly you had amazing grades, exceptional scores, but there was one factor that outweighed your MCAT score and your GPA. It was your compassion. We recognize that it was already integral to your character. As it was mentioned earlier, collectively, over 4 years, you balanced coursework with clinicals and service to the community. And as a class, you earned an incredible 14,000 service hours. That's literally, if you do the math here, is the equivalent of 7 of you working full-time for a year in service. That's amazing. Wow. So as I was preparing my thoughts for today, I recalled a true story that I believe deserves to be shared as a reminder of the power of humanity and how service comes in many forms. It goes back to a cold November night in 2012 in New York City, where police officer Larry DePrimo, who wanted to help a houseless man on the streets in Times Square. Officer DePrimo said the man was the most polite gentleman he had ever met. He also noticed the man was not wearing shoes or socks on this cold night. So Officer DePrimo went out to a shoe store and bought the elderly man some winter boots and some socks. He told the store clerk he didn't care how much it cost. He just had to help this man. He paid for the items with his own money and did not intend to get any recognition for his actions, except that one other well-intentioned person was nearby, a tourist from Arizona. She understood what was going on as she witnessed the officer helping the man put his socks and shoes on, so she captured with this act of kindness with her camera. She knew it was a remarkable interaction and notified the NYPD about this officer's actions. The precinct posted her photo on social media, and it went viral. Officer DePrimo says the experience was extremely humbling, but he admitted that he was pleased that the people who commented on the social media said that their own faith in humanity had been restored. And he reminds us that the true measure of character is what you do when no one else is watching, or at least when you think no one else is watching, because obviously somebody was in that situation. Students, the point I really want to make today with this story is throughout your career, remember your dedication to service. It was one of the main reasons why you were accepted to OUWB. You will have countless opportunities throughout your careers to provide what I'd like to call little bits of service for your patients. Service that, my apologies, that won't be billed. You won't be documenting it. It may not be even recognized by your patients or anyone else. But these little bits of service can make all the difference in the world to that one person, to your patient. And it brings to mind a maxim from the Talmud: whoever saves one life saves the world. In a few moments, I will lead you through the recitation of your oath, a promise to uphold the ethical standards in medicine. Your oath is aspirational and contains a vision that the physician's moral task begins before entering the exam room, and the quality of attention and care the physician brings to every human encounter. With this pledge, humanity is described not merely with knowing the limits of your knowledge, but as understanding yourself as one thread in the tapestry of a community. And you close with a benediction that connects what you do in medicine to how you wish to be remembered as human beings. Now, without further delay, class of 2025, I invite you to rise, turn to the back of your program where you will find your oath. I also invite every physician to stand and join with our new colleagues to commitment to medicine. Please recite each verse after me, and and let's make sure our past, current, and future patients can all hear us. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability, judgment, this covenant. I will meet the world and those in it with fellow feeling and an eye for beauty and goodness. I will remember that there is an art to medicine as well as a science, and that warmth and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will be grateful for the opportunity to save a life while recognizing the limitations of medicine. I will remain humble in spite of our power and status, remembering that my fallibility and that I am but one of a thread in the tapestry of my community. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I do not treat an abnormal lab value or a cancerous growth, but a human being whose illness may be affecting their life, relationships, identity, and community. I will provide equitable care to all patients and strive to dismantle my own biases. I will uphold the autonomy and dignity of all those I encounter with sensitivity to the way in which many patients are marginalized. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are disclosed to me in confidence. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights. I will stay abreast of scientific and social advancement, gladly sharing my knowledge with others, and strive to support those who follow in my footsteps. I will not be ashamed to say, I do not know, or call on my colleagues for assistance. I will attend to my own well-being with the same sensitivity I extend to my patients and my colleagues. I will engage with my community, advocating for justice while challenging barriers that keep my patients from care. If I fulfill this oath, may I enjoy life and art and always cherish the privilege of healing those who may seek my help. May I be respected while I live and be remembered with affection thereafter. Thank you. Graduates, please remain standing. You have officially received your degree as MDs, and you have made a public declaration to the practice of medicine. Take a look around and extend an appreciation to all of those who supported your dreams of being a physician. Now please turn around to the M1 and 2 and M3 classes so that the student body may be the first to congratulate you. And now I'd like everyone to join me in congratulating the class of 2026. All right, everyone, please be seated. Graduates, now I wish to recognize those groups of individuals who, without them, your medical school journey would not have led you to this epic day. I'm referring to the Department of Foundational Medical Studies faculty and the clinical faculty from Corewell Health. I ask these members to please rise and be recognized. And despite what Dr. Huang said, thank you for making a difference in the lives of our students. At this point in the ceremony, I invite Oakland University Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Amy Thompson, to deliver the valediction.
Thank you, Dr. Carpenter. Good afternoon, everyone. Graduates, today is a day that you have worked towards, defined by long hours, difficult exams, early mornings, and the many moments during which you chose to keep going. And now you are here, ready to take your place as physicians. And that's no small achievement. It's extraordinary. And we are incredibly proud of you. None of us arrives at a milestone like this alone. And today is a celebration of your families, your friends, and your mentors. You carry with you the values of OUWB, a commitment to compassionate care, collaboration, and lifelong learning. OUWB has taught you the art and practice of medicine, and it will stay with you wherever your path leads. My own path began in public health, and that perspective was shaped in how I view medicine. It reminds us that health is influenced by so much more than what happens in a clinical setting. It's shaped by access, by environment, and by community. And it reminds us that when you care for one patient, you often influence many more lives beyond that patient. Every day, you will have the opportunity to change the trajectory of someone's life. Few professions offer that kind of purpose. You will improve lives, strengthen communities, and contribute to a healthier, more equitable world. One thing will remain constant: the importance of humanity. Your patients will remember how you made them feel. They'll remember whether or not you listened, whether you showed empathy, and whether you treated them with dignity and respect. The ability to connect, to care, to see the person behind the diagnosis is what turns excellent physicians into truly exceptional ones. You may face challenges, but there will also be moments of profound fulfillment. Hold on to those moments. They're the reason you chose this path. Being called doctor is one of the greatest privileges there is. It reflects not only on your expertise, but the confidence others place in you during their most vulnerable moments. As provost, I often say that student success is our North Star. Today, you are a powerful reflection of that. You've done the work, you've grown, you've persevered, and you are ready. Always bring your knowledge, your compassion, your integrity, and your sense of purpose into every room that you enter. I will leave you with this: be the physician you'd want for your family. The world needs you, and I have every confidence that you will make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Just so you know, there are no more tabs in the binder, so we're about done. So thank you, Dr. Thompson, for motivating us all. Now I want to take a moment to recognize who made this commencement ceremony possible. The OUWB Department of Student Affairs, the Department of Communications and Marketing, and the Dean Suite. Thank you all very much. I also want to recognize the ORENA facilities team, along with the dozens of OUWB and OU staff who volunteered today. Thank you all. And the amazing tones of Gregory Ash, that was amazing for the national anthem, and Cabernet Pipes and drums for their special contributions. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize the Global Interpreting Services for signing today's ceremony in American Sign Language. Now, let's prepare for the recessional. I ask that everybody keep the aisles clear so that we may exit in this order. The platform party will exit first, the faculty will follow, and then the graduates exit, led by Cabernet. Graduates, please follow the bagpipers and drummers across the street to the reception that will occur in the Founders Ballrooms of the Oakland Center. We invite everyone to join us there. With that, I officially declare the end of the OUWB Class of 2026 commencement ceremony. Dr. Homayuni, please begin the recessional.